Good evening, ladies. I did a demonstration on Tuesday evening on the International Crafters page, and Catherine was taping it and it hasn't worked, so she's asked me to do another video. So here I am. So I'll let you see, this was the sample I did before the demonstration, just to let you see what we were aiming for. This one I've used a foiled backing paper, and I've used rose gold mirri behind it. I cut out a frame using 2 circle dies. I cut it out twice, and I've put it on foam pads to make it look like a wreath. I cut out a poinsettia using the same backing paper, some foliage, cut it out in the rose gold mirri, and then I've put rose gold Nuvo drops on just to finish it off. And you can see it is quite a stunning card. So that was that one. And then this is the one I actually did during my demonstration. And I've used an embossed paper with rose gold mirri behind. It's like a satin board rather than a mirri behind. I used a Happy Christmas sentiment, and I've cut it out in the satin board, and the same as my backing, my base card, and I've put them together, but I've slightly offset it so I have a drop shadow. The poinsettia, it's a corner die from Sheena Douglas, and it has 3 poinsettias on it with some foliage, and I cut out some extra foliage and put it behind, and I've put red berries and white berries on with Nuvo drops. And again, it's quite a stunning card. So this one I'm going to show you tonight, it's the same card, same shape of card, but I'm going to decorate it slightly different. So what you need is a sheet of A4 card, which measures 8 1/4 by 11 6/8. You will need to cut out a piece of mirri. I'm using green this time, and this measures 8 by 5 5/8. And then you need 2 pieces, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 of the mirri. And then this one, it's just a plain white one I've used, and that is 7 3/4 by 5 3/8. And you need 2 pieces, 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. Now this one, as I say, it was just a plain piece of linen effect. It's like thick paper. It's not card. It's I think it's about 170 GSM. And what I've done was I got a Sakura glitter pen and just drew lines. I taped it to my cutting board and just drew lines with the glitter pen, just to give it a wee bit of a take the plainness away. But the die cut that I'm using to decorate it, I didn't want to detract anything by using a patterned paper or whatever behind it. Right, so that's enough of me rabbiting on. Oh, can't find my board. Here we go. Now, what you will need is a board that has A4, A5 and A4 gatefold markings. Now, this is the, I can't remember what this one's called, Easy Scoreboard. I've had this for a lot of years. You might have something like the Crafter's Companion one, and it's got the A4 half fold. If you don't have a board that's similar to that, I will give you the measurements as we're going along. Okay, so if you put it on your board, landscape, and use your A4 gatefold and score it in half. and it's a 5 7/8 would be what you would score it at if you didn't have this board. Then turn it portrait, and that's the inside of the card that's showing. And you'll take your pencil and make a mark at A5 half fold, which is 4 1/8. Turn it round and make a mark at A4 gate fold, top and bottom, which would be 2 7/8. Turn it back round and keep it on your board. And I use a ball tool for this. I find it's easier. So I've put the pencil mark right on this side of the line. It's not over the line, it's actually right on the edge of the line. And I'm going to put my ball tool in. Okay. Then this is your half fold. And I'm putting it right on the line. It right inside, so it's in the middle of the score line. Take it back and leave your ball tool in and turn it and do the same. Put that pencil mark right in the centre of your score line and bring it up. And then you would do the opposite for the other side. So the pencil mark is right on the other side of the line. So put my ball tool in, turn and put my half fold score line right in the centre of the score line. Take it back, leave it in and bring that one round and put that right in the centre of the score line. So you will get like a starburst pattern. I can take my board away now. And if you turn it to the inside and the long score line, fold away from yourself and burnish. And then bring the short score line back on itself and burnish. Turn it round and do exactly the same on the other side. Long score line, fold away from yourself. Short line, bring it back on itself. And just make sure all your lines are well burnished. And there we go. Just make sure that's into a point. There we go. So that's your base card. Simple enough, but very effective. Right, so we start with our Miri card. Now this, we know that this measures 8. So we're going to put a pencil mark right at the edge at 4. Then draw a line from that pencil mark to this corner. And again to the other corner. And don't worry about the pencil mark because it's on the back so no one will see it. You can use your cutter if you want. I prefer to do it with scissors. And I'm cutting right up the centre of the score line. Or the pencil line. And that's your first bit for your matting and layering. And again, on this one, it's 7 3/4, so it's 3 7/8 that you will make a mark. Out of the way, and do exactly the same. And there we go. So that's going to be the front of your card, and you will mat and layer that on. Okay. So I'll just glue that on now, and that'll give it a chance to dry before I put it on the card. Now you can use double-sided tape if you like, if that's your preference. I prefer glue. Only because I've no patience. And you've got more wiggle room with wet glue. Now, I thought I was slightly off with this when I was cutting it. So I'm just going to cut this pencil mark right off. That's another good thing about glue. See, I'm still too... There we go. Now, any glue that you get on here, maybe take it off now before it dries. There. So that's those 3 bits ready to rock and roll. Now, your 2 bits of your 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. If it was double-sided, it would be no hassle. You would just need one. But because it's not double-sided, you need 2 pieces, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to draw a line from the left-hand corner down to the right-hand corner. Okay, so that's that one. And I'm going to do this the opposite way. So they're like that. And the same on the other 2 pieces. You will draw a line from the left to right and then right to left. See, I'm off there again. There we go. And all will become apparent in a minute. Right, and then you just cut them. As I say, you could use your cutter if you want, but I prefer to do it with scissors. As you can see, it doesn't always work if you're using scissors, because I was off with my other piece. Right, now, there's the front of my card. So that's, you could see, doesn't match. But if I take that piece from there, I've got two matching pieces. So put that to the side just now, and if we cut these, you'll see you see, doesn't match, but we're having the two pieces. And there we go. So put that at the side just now, because you'll use them again in a minute. So glue these ones on. Bit too liberal with my glue there. Right, so that's those bits ready. So bring back in my base card, and I can glue this bit on now. And this bit goes on here. And then open your card out. And just make sure it's even here. And that goes on there like that. That's on the back of your card, or the inside of your card, sorry. And put this piece on. And just make sure it's even. Now, bring your wings back out. And these go on there. Now, don't worry too much about it matching there, because you won't see that. Just make sure it's even here. And again, just make sure it's even here. Don't worry too much about this bit, because that gets tucked in. You'll not see it. Okay. Now, you can put double-sided tape on if you like, but as you know, I'm a glue person. And you've gathered from now that I like my glue. So just hold that down just a minute till it takes. Open it out, and on the inside, you just want a piece of glue, bit of glue here and here, because you still want it to have some life about it here. So if you just use your glue and wait till it dries, that's the worst thing about wet glue. It's not instant, but right. Now, it was Mary that gave me this idea the other night. I'd said, well, you could use these on another card, but if you put these two bits together, so I pinched an idea, which I thought was brilliant. That's what crafting together is all about, bouncing ideas off one another. Right, open it back out. Oh, and decorate that piece. So you've got a bit of decoration on the inside as well. Right. I think I glued it in the wrong bit. That's better. Right, there we go. So that's my card base. Now, I have hauled out of my stash. This is a memory box die, and it's Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. And this is a Poppy Stamps die, and it's a border, a holly border. So what I've done is I've cut it out, and I cut it out in the white base card as well. And I'm going to this one. Cut that bit off, and that's going to go there. And cut that bit off, and that's going to go there. And then my Holly Jolly Christmas is going to go there. But before I put that on, I have what have I done with it? There it is. Hiding a glitter pen, and I'm just going to go over it with the glitter. I should have actually had this done. It just sparkles it up. There we go, and I've put that on foam pads. Just to give it a bit of a lift. Went a bit daft with them on there. And there we go. And that's going to go on there. And as I say, let's put glue on the back of this. And this one. Now, any bits that you haven't glued down, if you just get a spare piece of card and just stick them underneath, put glue on it and stick it underneath, and that'll glue it down. Now, I've got these bits left over. So I'm just going to put that on there. I can just put that on with and I just wanted you to see something totally different. You didn't have to put poinsettia on it, and this is a die that I haven't used very often, so it just breaks it out and lets it get a shotty. And Nuvo drops. Now for my snowflakes, I'm going to use a clear one. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. There we go. Very plain, very simple, but, oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to get my Nuvo drops and give it the berries. And it just finishes it off. Forgot to do that one there. And the berries here. There. And there you go. That is my card. very simple card, base card to do. And as I say, you can decorate it however you like. So happy crafting, and I hope you like that video.